I'd like to now kindly request Professor ATM Nurul Amin to share his views.
I would first like to start by congratulating Ms. Hasina Prof for succeeding to mobilize this august participants and the audience that we have in this room. Thank you for that. Then I guess the heavy stuff that it warrants for a topic like what I have been assigned or overall theme, I don't think I have been able to made it like that. I have just some ordinary common generalities that crossed my thought that what I shall share, so that I have put this together. So in the very first slide, I raised this issue, how to learn about integrated research and education. We need to learn it. It is not something that we inherit. Of course, some sense of ethics, as it was mentioned, that can be imbibed. And that ethics imbibing also the traditional way that is to come from religious education, parental education, school, particularly with the modern guys have more or less rejected religion, and as a result, the very traditional or even I would say classical way of imbibing ethics, moral sense, not so much there. And when a traditional society moved to a modern society, the new mode of imbibing that moral and ethics sense, we have not been able to put in yet. So there lies one problem. Another problem from my own long teaching career, I really miss this guru-shishya relationship. Only at the point of research supervision that we somewhat bring this back. But that also all of us do not do for a variety of constraints that have been alluded to, but partly also, I quote here Raman Sobahan, free economy, so no free time. We were trying to organize Bangladesh Economic Association conference. He was president, I was general secretary, and we could not get much people around. So he told me that everybody busy for making money, so where is the time to give time for organizing this? So that is an issue. We live in a free market capitalist system, or time is bought out. So giving time to the students probably is not that much of priority for us. Also a discretionary effect takes place from otherwise very highly desirable goal. I remember Professor former Vice Chancellor Syed Saddam Dalib, the emphasis on publication. And I used to sometimes tell him that don't forget that very self-centered people are more about their publication. I know faculty members who give more time to the students, and I know faculty members who are so self-centered, and they may even succeed in publication. So the holistically what is required, that is not there. Then, in the second slide, I also bring up is it through good old midnight oil burning for learning? 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, 30 days a month, 365 days a year. This comes from one anecdote, if I can take a few seconds for telling that. When I was going to Canada for my graduate study, I went to economist, Mr. Anisur Rahman, who is a Harvard economist. He told me that you will experience a lot of shocking experience, food shock, cultural shock. The real shocking experience will be for the first time in your life, you have to work for 12 hours a day. And believe me that graduate school habits has remained with me even the 70 plus age. Yeah, so in fact, when I was working in AIT, one day one of my Swiss colleague told me when we were working off hours, Nurul, do you know where have you got it? From the graduate school. Yeah, so this is something I also recalled as we were writing. immediately after our liberation war, Dr. Mirza Nurul Huda, who was still the department chair of economics at Dhaka University, he invited Amiyo Das Gupta to give a lecture. I probably never heard a man, a short-built man. His son also, what's his name? He's in the Cambridge, Das Gupta's son. Yeah, Pachi Das Gupta, yes. So Amiyo Das Gupta in his that 3-day continued lecture, and we listened for 3 days. And he said these 2 words I have never forgotten. And this is an arduous task. What you say, this midnight oil burning kind. So this is something is necessary. I recalled as I was sitting with this effort to write, somebody gave me a book in my school days, Adarsha Satru. ওই বইতে স্টুডেন্ট শব্দটাকে স্পেল আউট করেছে এভাবে এস স্ট্যান্ড ফর স্টুডিয়াস টি ফর ট্রুথফুল ইউ ফর রিমেইনিং ইউনাইটেড ই এনার্জেটিক নি নিটনেস টি দ্যাট ট্রিটস এভরিবডি ওয়েল অ্যান্ড দেন diligence, sorry I missed that, diligence, okay, diligence, yeah, okay. When one tends to resort to next question I raise, when really one resorts to outright copying? Is it poverty of idea or thinking? Is it inability to write, which has been referred to here? Is it in fact unfamiliarity with the scholarly writing style? Sometimes unknowingly also, like it has been mentioned, what is paraphrasing, what is quoting? I will show you an example about that here. Yes, 2 examples of bad and good practices I bring up here. Incorrect style of citation and correct style of paraphrasing. You look at this long 1 page, it's not quote mark. I see this nearly 1 page of writer, in fact in a published piece. And then I see at the end, McKean and et al., 1992 page 111. I tell my students, whose word are this? Is it that guy's? Is it paraphrased? What it is? I don't think that this is the right way also of acceptable paraphrasing, not of even the worst thing, plagiarization.
I apologize, Professor, for my bad role of interruption.
Sorry, I'm going to finish. I give an example of a good example. You have seen a bad example. In fact, in a book, in fact, World Bank, in 1991, book on urban policy agenda priorities for developing countries, in the very first page have 3 points about importance of reducing increasing urban poverty, in reducing poverty and improving urban environment. MIT professor, if you compare this, the two, Ralph Geikenheimer of Urban and Regional Planning Department head, he in his chapter on transportation from megacity, exactly same thing, he paraphrases so nicely. You see, he starts with, the World Bank has just provided the development community with what I believe will be a stable set of objectives. So this is the kind of thing probably we need to tell our students. I guess I'll finish just by concluding point. Sorry. An issue on our turn thinking. I don't know whether everybody faces this. The one issue is whether counting literature review and references as part of the copied or plagiarized proportion that is allowed. I'm not so sure. So this needs to be somewhat, because literature review is very important part, similarly the listing of reference. In ending, the art of literature review should be integrated in each disciplinary education and research. Building and maintaining a culture of academic integrity is a matter of practicing, not preaching, the academic norms and values day in and day out. Valuing altruism, an academic transforming oneself as a role model for her students and young colleagues, sharing a lot of inspirational anecdotes I would give, but I will not do that now, given the time has ended. So, thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Amin.